Is it going?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you guys for being here.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. Substitute in this class for you. Okay. We're going to be learning about nutrients. So what are nutrients, Devin?
I don't know. The things on the back like the picture shows?
What do you think? Does anyone have an idea what nutrients are? What do we need to sustain life? And ourselves.
Food.
Nutrients.
Yep.
Nutrients.
Food.
Water.
Water, that's one of the nutrients. Okay. We'll talk about these. So micronutrients are nutrients that are required in large amounts. So the nutrients include water, carbs, proteins, and fats. These are what we need to do to these are what we need to take in to be able to have energy and be able to live and sustain life and be able to function. So we have water. We're going to talk about water the first part. So of course we need to have water to survive. There's a couple species that could go weeks without water, and there's some that can't go a few days. Otherwise they'll die. If our water level is decreases, but if a decrease below our body's required water level happens, this is called dehydration. We've all kind of been dehydrated, I'm sure, and you can tell when you're dehydrated. Dehydration can cause muscle cramps, fatigue, headaches, dizziness, nausea, confusion, and increased heart rate. Severe dehydration can result in hallucinations, heat stroke, and death. So it's always good to have water inside of you so you're not dehydrated, so you can function right and be healthy. Okay, so humans lose 3 liters of water every day in sweat, urine, and feces. So just from those 3 things, could be even more than that, or even less, but that's about the average for a human being. And we regain 1.5 liters of food, our water, from our food. So like eating and like your little drinks that you have, you get a lot of your water back, but it's still not enough to replenish the 3 liters that we need, that we lose every day from our food. So when a lot of people are getting dehydrated, they don't really drink water that much. They drink sports drinks just because it's better tasting and it's better than water for a lot of people. But many people, when they drink this, they drink tons of it. And when they do that, because when they do it, a lot of the drinks they have additives in their solute concentration. And when you drink a lot of sports drinks, when the liquid inside the sports drinks go into your veins and like go circulate through your body, it's kind of like a thicker. It's not like water. It's not as good as water. So your body will pull water out of the tissues around the cells to kind of dilute all the drink inside your veins, so your body could get rid of it. So sports drinks are good because it helps you, give you electrolytes and some of the stuff you lose while you sweat. But just drinking it all the time rather than water could be a bad idea. Okay, so that was water and why we need water. So the next step is carbohydrates. Where do we get carbs from? Anybody?
Pasta and bread.
Yeah? What else?
Rice.
Yeah?
Fruits and vegetables.
Perfect. Okay. So we get carbs from a lot of different foods. Mostly like grainy foods. So rice, pasta, cereal, all that. We also get some carbs from fruits and vegetables that are pretty high in sugar. Carbs are where we get most of our energy from because everything has carbs in it that we eat. So carbs is when we take in carbs, we have, in order to make energy, the carbs we take in, when they get broken down, when the bond breaks, we get energy. Carbs can consist of a single molecules or can be bonded together to produce polysaccharides. So I'll draw a picture up on the board of it, of what they look like. So so in complex carbohydrates, they have more bonds. So it's kind of like this. Okay, so this could be like a complex carb because there's more bonds. So like foods that we eat, like say potatoes, would be a complex carb because it takes more to break this bond. And when we break the bond, we get energy, of course. So it takes longer to break down all these bonds compared to like a sugar, which would just be like this. Just be like a single one. So like, which one, just by looking, would be harder or take longer to break down? I already kind of told you already.
Complex one.
The big long
Exactly.
Oh.
So this is a simple and this is a complex. Also complexes sometimes look like this, where they like branch off. But those are complexes, so that's why when we have like high fructose corn syrup, we get more energy faster because our body doesn't have to break all these bonds, it just gets the good stuff. So that's why like when you give a kid a candy bar, they're gonna get hyper super fast. But like if you give them a potato, it's not gonna make them jump around as fast, but it's still gonna give them enough energy to go through the day.
That'd be a lame treat, a potato.
Here, stop it real fast.